Yeah, your commitment to what happened to others is taking me to the next question, which has to do with the lady that had cancer, and you raised some funds for her.
Sure.
You know, there was insinuations that probably you did not deliver, you know, all that you raised for her. You know, what is your response to this?
Well, I didn't give much response to that. Rather, I had my teammate, my members, you know, present our charity account and that of our PayPal that we use abroad. It's rather unfortunate that it's got to come to this because I didn't collect money directly into my account for the lady. I had everybody paid into our account. But then I was having about 3 projects at the same time. I took a school project, I had our own project, and I think I was feeding the nation at the time. So she probably felt all the money in my charity should be moved to her. That is in addition to the over 2 million naira that she got in her account. She actually got 3.2 million naira. She has refused to give us our account because we have asked for transparency. Okay, they asked for mine and I've presented them my PayPal. But we've been sending her messages to give us a printout of all the money she got before I came to her up to the month of May ending or June. She has refused. But obviously she's doing very well since she got the money. She changed her flat. She's doing very well. She's been healed of cancer, but it's a sensitive issue that I wouldn't want to say much about. But she sure knows what is happening. They use her. Those people use her and they dump her. You know, the moment they discover that it's not going to go far, now they're pitching their tent on something else. They are bullying Wasiu Ayinde now, not the lady with cancer anymore. So you see,
we've all good to Wasiu
dirty politics.
What's really the situation with the tales, with the comments that you've been evicted from your London flats? You know?
Okay, if you want to ask me about my London flat, I don't think I'm going to respond. You see, when a mental person, someone that is mentally ill is talking, there's little that you could say back to them because it is no hard talking. It's not just about me being evicted in my London flat, but it's also about me being evicted in this hotel.
Yeah,
did you hear that one too? That Abike Jagaban was thrown out of the hotel?
I know this.
Did you not hear that I visited on yesterday and only chucked myself and my Esabod out? Have I left this hotel since I came? No. That's my luggage is there. I've been in this room and I'm still here.
I'm aware of that.
And I'm going to be here till weekend. So you see, these are the tactics all this, you know, senseless and dead bodies use on social media with the hope that they will step up to my level. But unfortunately, it's not going to, you know, work for them because this is not the way I step up. When the only thing you want to apply is negativity, I don't see any future coming out of that. So I won't say much because it's just going to look as if I know that this person is a mentally derailed person and yet I'm saying something. Rather, I'm going to do all within my capacity to assist her to stabilize her mental state. Yes, we're going to put that into action soon.
Okay, let's quickly go to at what point in time did King Wasiu and the K1 intervene in this matter?
Okay, let me show you. King Wasiu Ayinde has been my follower since inception. You see, the first day I met King Wasiu Ayinde, even though myself and him was from the same, you know, hometown in Esabod, I hailed from Idepo and Italajoda, and you know, he's quite familiar with that area, and I think his mom is somehow, you know, related to the Italajoda's people. I was in my hotel room at Lamex, I think RNA City Hotel, and then I was going to sleep. I went to my room at about 9 o'clock. Not long after I went into my room, I had the knock on my door, bang, 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 bang. And if you ask me, I'm a very private person. I'm not used to all this light to this media. That's why I don't like publicity. I won't lie. Yes, I love camera to do alone, but the moment I quench it, I turn it off. I just want to go into my cozy session. So when someone came knocking on my door, and I'm like, who could that be? After, I've said goodnight to everyone I met downstairs. And then the guy said, I'm sorry, we're looking for Abike Jagaban. And I say, Abike Jagaban? Who are you? Because I wasn't expecting anyone to say, I'm sorry, is Abike Jagaban in this room? I said, yes, but who are you? He said, please, we are from K1 King Wasainde Marshall. He's one of your topmost fans. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. At first, I'm like, where are you from? How do you know you were So when I peeped through the hole, I saw a cool looking dude. I think it was Casey, one of his boys. And I've not met him before. It's like, wow, he's actually Abike Jagaban. K1 is downstairs. He would love to meet you. And I'm like, which K1? The same K1? Same legend? The one that I have always wished and craved to meet? He said he's your #1 fan. I said the same Olasukomi Marshall. He ascertained the fact again, saying, yes. Quickly, I've taken off my bra and everything. I think I was just wearing nightwear. I just quickly put on some, I was still like, you must be joking, boy. Yeah. And the moment I was stepping down the stairs, K1 was already standing, waiting to meet me in the hallway. The way he hugged me and swept me off my feet and swing me around like, oh my God, Abike, oh, the mommy, initially I'm like, they always say musicians are always flirty. I don't want to. But the moment I saw him, I could see a father-to-daughter relationship. On the spot, I discovered it. He was everything, a mentor, a role model. So when I was proud to say he is my father anytime, any day. Like I've always told people that K1 is an institution. When K1 is with me, he goes on talking for hours and hours. The others we sit down one-on-one with some of our friends. You see, he would take me from the first level to the second level to the third level. He knows how to bring out that hidden part of everybody. That if you're the type that loves to stay in your shell, K1 knows which button to press, how to encourage you. He will motivate you. He knows how to push you there. Even though it's going to take him to scold you. He's the only man that I didn't have a cord with since my childhood days that could scold me anyhow and I'll just be quiet all through. When he's talking to me, I'll be like this. And he will call me again. Abike, womi no ju mani yen sa. To ba fe gboro ti mo be soju ni alaposi lo ma so di ko le ma no da mo ti gbo sa. So you see, this is how we got to meet. And he has impacted me positively in so many ways. A lot of people have spoken to me. I also have my mom. There's another person that is so special to me, Mommy Biscuit. That is Mommy Bisi, okay, you know her, Mommy Biscuit Golding on Allen Avenue. She's another, role model of mine, my mom. So when she talks to me and she feels like, oh, I don't think AJ is going to listen, she's going back to that woman. Because the thing in me would not let me ignore that woman, which is Esabod. The moment everybody talk to me when I say Motigbasa, bye, I'm wearing my garment again. Where are we fighting? Where is the next fight? So it was like, Abike, so I didn't know my daddy is watching K1. The moment I start my mess again, he will write, Olasukomi Marshall is watching. My teammates will screenshot it and they will send it to my boss. Say, K1 is watching you. I say, she worry me. You need to block number. I will block his number. I will block Mommy Biscuit's number. When I finish my mess, fighting, responding back to the woman, then I'll go and open them and then they will say all they have to say again. Oh, one more, da, 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 da. But then I told them at some point, allow me to flex the way I didn't feel as an adult. When I'm done, when I exert my little power over social media just to pass my message across, then you can come back to talk to me because I know I am fighting for what is right and I'm going to fight it to the end. So this is how K1 came in. He was my fan. He's been a father, a mentor, a role model. He's been everything. He's been a friend. He's been a motivator. You know, he's a moving force on his own. He will never let me sleep. He doesn't just want me to fight. He told me, Abike, you need to key into the positive side of social media. And I can assure you it is not fighting. You need to drop this fighting. There are so many brilliant and beautiful things that you could actually do on social media rather than fighting and getting yourself engaged in all this mess. You know, little did Mama Esabod know that K1 was never in support. Neither was my mom, Mommy BC or Kewo, but then they were all blocked unlawfully. They abused them, they abused my mom, they abused my dad, K1 and Mommy Biscuit. They did all kind of things, you know, just to shut us up. But because I was determined, I knew a day like this would come. When I will carry the crown, when I will be so happy that we have actually stopped. The one remaining now on social media is just a mess. It's more like they are all taking, you know, a role in a movie. Recognized, but then we've been able to quench the fire, and we thank God. And there's been so much understanding, you know. Myself and Mama Esabod, if anyone told me 2 years ago or just 6 months ago that we're going to be friends, I will curse on that person that that's not possible. We were actually sworn enemies.
I can understand.
But then, alhamdulillah, it's all over now.
Yeah. The moment K1 called you that you jump on the plane, what happened? What was going through your mind there?
When K1 called me, okay, I won't lie to you, I didn't just jump on the plane. Sincerely, Daddy called me and it's like, Abike, I would like to do so thing. And he opened a ground for conversation between myself and him. He took me through his plans that, well, these are my plans for you, and this is what my intentions are towards the woman and you. The only intention he had then, as a peace ambassador, is to mediate peace formally. He wasn't formal before. It's like two friends that were having rifts, and you say, I forgive you, and you say, I forgive you too. We never know how genuine that is. But because my dad wanted to formalize it, he wanted us to see beyond I forgive you and I forgive you. He wanted to sit us down and take us through, you know, the ranks, you know, of reality of life. So he sat us down. Even though Mama is 58, there's no one that is, you know, that's got all the wisdom, you know, needed in life. So he said, Mama, in combat, bye, look, I wasn't there, but then he said, Mo fẹ́ kí wà tí Mama yìí kẹ́ parí ẹ̀ kí gbogbo ayé, so that all the people fighting because of two of you, they can actually drop their guards, so that they can discover that there's no more fight. Because even at that, some of our fans are not happy. They kept saying, kiniko, kodenu Abike, kodenu Mama, and then we kept telling them, odenu Mama, odenu Abike. But K1 felt, okay, the moment we bring both of you to Nigeria, it will be formalized, it will be broadcasted, it will be loudly announced, and then we're hoping that the world can see now that for Mama to come, because Mama and K1, they don't used to be friends. So, and because the fight is settled, K1 has embraced Mama as the older one. He has handed me into our hands as the younger one. It's because he wanted us to live in unity and one love. And the moment I stepped into that plane, I knew it is all over. Even though it's been over before I left UK. But I'm just hoping that we'll be able to pacify and to assure the rest of our fans that it is actually ended now. Myself and Mama and mother and daughter, auntie and aburo, Egban, aburo, Mama, Tomo, everything, friends, colleagues, everything.
Can you sustain the peace?
Oh yes, we can. You see, sustaining peace has got to do with nature. If Mama kicks at me and I don't feel like kicking back, it shows part of me naturally is soft, right? I don't want to kick back because I know how hard my kick can be on her. And I wouldn't want to also go back on my vows to my dad, to my mom, and to so many of my beautiful fans out there. So many people that make so much meaning to me. The people that has come to love me over the years that I started this job. I wouldn't want to disappoint them, because I have actually disappointed them a few times, I won't lie to you, where I will give them my word, say, but even my mind knew that this one that we strike this time around is real. Because we've never had any peace pact that lasted for a month before. Would have been kicking back at one another. And this one is about 4 or 5 months now, if I'm right, isn't it? Yeah, since November.
Well, your children, how do they feel about it? And husband too.
Well, they don't feel any bad. Like I told you, it's like you're supporting a team. If your daughter says she wants to be a porn star, you should try preventing her from being one. At some point, you wouldn't have a choice but to support her. If you don't support her, you will not wish her evil. That is how it is. Even though they will say, we're not supporting her, they still wish me all the best in my endeavors. But they won't even say they won't support me. Number one, my children, I've got a teenager, and I've got a very, active young man in there that is so proactive. He knows everything about what I do on social media. He knows everybody by name. My younger child is about 11.
So what did he say?
He would tell me, Mom, you have to keep fighting on. Don't let anybody bully you, Mom.
Really?
And when I tell them, some people has actually betrayed me, will say, Mom, cut those ones off. Then you move on. He has spoken a lot of times on social media, and people know how strong his strength is. So they've been supportive, even though the father wasn't too happy. You men, there are things you don't like. But then, when I tell him I'm being cheated, I have to fight it to the end.
People think you're flirty,
Yes, because I'm pretty, I am young, I'm beautiful, I am outspoken. You see, I'm very friendly and I'm jovial. You see, for example, everyone that sees me with K1, even some of my very close friends tell me, you cannot tell us you're not dating K1.
Are you dating him?
How can I date my father?
But it's not your biological father.
It doesn't have to be my biological father. We all have role models. We have people that we respect in life. We all have mentors. So when I call him my mentor, remember he's got the Ijebu blood in him. He's got the Ijebu blood in him. I have got Ijebu blood. So when I say he's my father because by the time you go home and then you start tracing the blood, we are linked one way or the other. So when I call him my father, I don't know about somebody else out there that calls him father and they've probably slept with him in the past or trying to, but I am not one of those daughters. When I say I'm his daughter, he's actually a father figure to me.
That's fine.
In all definition of a father, a true father, and no string attached, nothing more. Seriously.
No,
but it's not just him they suspect me with a lot of people. Some people say, oh, we know you are dating MC Oluomo, you are dating who else?
Have you met him before?
Oh,
MC Oluomo.
He's my very good friend,
Okay.
my very good friend. When I say my very good friend, he's my very good friend, a nice guy. Yes.
Okay. That's fine. So, the fight is over.
The
And
fight is over.
Do you think the sensation will still continue on social media?
Oh, definitely. Let me tell you
what
one thing.
precisely will be doing now?
People loves fight. People loves where there is war. A lot of people don't want this to end. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
The moment we stop fighting, the momentum went so low. It dropped. So I'm like, what are you people actually trying to do? You want just boxing all the way? Like, I'm getting old, I'm turning 44 come May.
Wow.
And Mama is 50, turning 58. And you want us to still be fighting. I'm still younger than this Mama. You want me to be punching her? You want me to lie? Instead I will hug her. So we are beckoning of our fans to please embrace this peace. Let it rain, because we have too many things to bring to the table of Abike Jagaban to your own entertainment. Like, seriously, we have so many things I've got, too many potentials to deliver out there that's going to impact you in a positive way. I have impacted a whole lot of people. Some people have gotten their life to remain through my platform. I've helped a lot of people through my charity organization. So you see, these are the things, helping humanity, influencing it in a positive way, rather than, we can still do our fight and yabis anybody, but it's not going to be myself and Mama Esabod, and neither will I go into fight with anybody, but just play fight, like, hey, I yap a lot of, and then I flirt. It's just play thing. Yes, I'm quite attractive. A lot of them will come and say, because your body is this, I mean, so I will tell them my own too. Go back a day,
Well, you're going back to UK by Friday also?
I'm going back on Saturday.
On Saturday, okay. So, Just give me in one word, your experience in Nigeria. Do you feel loved?
Oh, I feel loved all over the place, not just in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I've got huge friends. When I'm talking of friends, I'm not talking of the kind of friends that this actress, come here, this actress or this actress is, this actress get. I'm talking of real love. We are actually loved. We have friends that actually takes what we do personal, as in personal. It's still on. You get up. You need to get up and move. They take it personal. We always think we're joking, but when you see the people we are actually, having influence on, that are actually feeling what we are doing. We are not even feeling it too much. It is the people watching us, our silent watcher, that are actually feeling it. So when we get to meet them, that is when we know how much loved we are. So I've got fans from all over the place. They've been so wonderful. And my experience in Nigeria has always been, amazing. I've been to Nigeria quite a few times after I got my leave to remain, and it's been so awesome. Go stop. Oh wow. Oh really?
Okay. Are you considering acting in the near future also?
No, acting is not something I want to venture at all. I don't like acting. I don't want to go into acting. If I ever have to go into acting, I've always said this. I said that they're going to stage me with R&D.
Oh, you're our crush, okay?
Yes.
Oh, great.
I would love to act alongside him. But anything Yoruba movie counts me out, I don't have interest at all.
Okay. So you like a true cast movie with
Honestly.
I want you to tell me, can you quickly tell me about your endorsements,
Yes, I've got quite a few endorsements because of what is happening on social media. We've actually kept some of them, behind the doors. Because the blogging thing, the bullying thing, it got to a stage where some of the people we work with, they get blocked. Their products get blocked. Their products suffer it. The individual handling it, or probably the producer, they suffer the heat of what we do on social media. So I've always kept this a secret. I keep it behind the door. I don't want to loud it. Well, I've taken a few endorsements and I've been so happy, doing it. I advertise beauty products. Going into full-time modeling soon. I have taken another endorsement in Nigeria.
Can you tell me about that?
La Pepo.
La what?
La Pepo. It's called La Pepo Hair Product.
Oh, great.
And that is the CEO over there.
Oh, great. Okay.
Of the brand.
Oh, great. Now, I know Esabod sells apps.
Yes.
To blogs, What are you doing? Or
But
people
I'm into
believe-
fashion.
Okay, and
I'm into fashion.
does that pay your bills?
Of course, it does a lot.
Oh, right.
A lot. I've always done this. It's not the first time I'm doing this. I'm into fashion. I also do MC job.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I do MC job.
In UK?
In UK, all around the world, I go, but because I don't broadcast them, I don't cover them. So people think, oh, she's not working, she's not doing anything. Yes, I've been doing, but because I don't want whatever it is I do, sorry, pardon me, to suffer the effect of what is on ground. So that is why we've always, kept it closed, secret.
It was great talking to you.
Same here.
Quite revealing, it's a nice expose, and a great
you.
experience with you.
Thank you so much.
Adeoye.
That's right.
Thank you very much for coming on Flip TV.
Thank you too. It's my pleasure working with you guys. Thank you, everyone.
And I want to wish you a safe flight back to the UK.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best too. Thank you, sir.
Well, it's been a great session, great interview with social media sensation Tolu Adeoye
Abike
and
Jagaban.
Abike Jagaban. No, that's, let me answer that question. I know Abike is Oriki. What about Jagaban? How do you find that?
Well, that's a street title. I find it really beautiful. It's amazing. I just want the ruggedness inculcated into my show. Yes, I'm a rugged leader. I'm a rugged, charismatic person. I lead a lot of people on the street. It's like a rugged movement. Like we're going to box. So Jagaban is a title given to a tough leader.
Oh, like Jagaban.
Yes, like
Have you met
Tinubu. Yes, I've met him once.
And what did he tell you?
I'm not gonna tell.
That's right.
No, he's a wonderful elder. Wonderful.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you so very much.
And I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Flip TV. It's been so amazing being interviewed on your TV. God bless you and all the best too. Bye-bye.